Hi, I'm Leslie Lowe. Welcome to Leslie's Lowdown on Life.
Welcome, everybody, to Leslie's Lowdown on Life. I'm already laughing, so that gives you a good heads up on what we're doing today. We're talking to Laura Branning, my old friend, and I'm not saying because you're old. 'Cause you're not old. We're both, in our 20s.
You're already throwing arrows. Get that quiver away from me.
No. Oh, my gosh. So Laura Branning, we do go way back, like 20 years.
Yep.
20 years to another station, another place, another time.
Yes, it was another time.
It was another time. Laura is a realtor and mom by day, and then funny lady by night.
I
Because
know.
you have hit the comedy
I'm always
circuit.
funny, though.
You're always
like,
funny.
That's a 24-hour
I
thing.
think I forgot how funny you were until we sat down and started talking. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. She is so funny. But
Thank you.
I have to know, like, how did you get into this? Because when we worked together years ago, you're a brand new mom. We were both working in the back lot of it.
Yep.
I call it back lot.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what it felt like all the time. I'd always had this like itch that I wanted to be on SNL. And even just in the writer's room, like I wanted to write for SNL, which is great because that's still the same network
Yeah.
that we're on.
Yeah. Good job. Good call.
And I loved that wordsmithing. And I thought it was always so fun. Like what you're using, what you're not using, the semantics of it. Like there's so much science behind it. And that's why I actually got my PR degree because I wanted to know more. Like I loved the interaction and when you're not talking, verbal, nonverbal, so many different pieces of it.
Okay.
And
that's a
I
lot of
thought-
science.
Yeah. And I know I was on the science team in high school.
And you're smart too. Funny. She's funny and she's smart.
Thank you. But it was one of those like, okay, this wordsmithing part, I really, really like it. And I mean, I'd gone into advertising sales. I wrote TV commercials. I wrote the news for a little bit. And I thought, okay, I really like doing this. I like writing, but I like the one-off, the catch, the funny part, the keeping things light. And I've always coped with humor. So I thought, okay. And there was a class at the comedy club. And I thought, oh, what are they going to teach me? They can't teach me to be funny. So I'll check it out. Why not? I can meet people. People meet. Okay. Why not? And I'd gone through a divorce. So I thought, this is my time to go do my own shining. And I went and started in March of 2020.
Oh, that was a special time.
That was a special time. That was a very special
We'll call it
time.
Special time.
A little bug going around and, whatever. And we were supposed to have a graduation performance on March 24th. So we were gearing up for this. We were doing things on stage and I had written my set. And when I did it on stage for the class, I wasn't present. I wasn't in my...
You were disconnected.
I was disconnected.
Okay.
I did my material, but I wasn't interacting with it. And I thought, well, that's how you start. Great. I knew my material, but I knew I wasn't a part of it. I was just reciting it.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's not fun. And so when the lockdown happened, I would go live on Facebook.
I remember that.
80 days straight. And I thought, okay, I would do it for my kids' sports. It would make me take a shower. That was a great accountability for me.
We all needed a little encouragement to take a shower during that whole time, special time of COVID.
Yeah. And I remind people what day it was. It wasn't like that was always funny, but it was interactive.
Yeah.
Because I knew my friends would tell me if it was not okay. Like, what are you doing? Like they would keep me in check. But I thought this is a way to become more present in the performing. And then I did open mics that summer at a little speakeasy. And I thought, okay. And I just trudged through open mics. I had my first show a couple months later up in Stevens County because I couldn't do it in Spokane because it was illegal. And then some stuff in Coeur d'Alene.
yeah.
And because you couldn't even go out to a bar at that time, a restaurant, anything. And my first performance, I didn't tell any of my friends because I thought, I want these strangers to think I'm funny. Like, that's going to be a good gauge.
Yeah.
And then I ended up knowing people in the
So trick was kind of on you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, whatever. But it was great. It was so fun. It was so fun. And then, I mean, I even drove other comics to the show, and I thought, okay, well, I know you're going to be there then. Like, that's fine. And then I've gotten into producing shows, and I'm performing tomorrow night and on Thursday night at the Spokane Comedy Club for Best of the Northwest.
Which is awesome.
So fun. I'm like the fun aunt of local comedy.
The fun aunt.
I know. I'm like the local Jennifer Coolidge.
I love that.
So,
That's a good fit for you.
know, it's-
Actually, that's a good fit for you.
it works out pretty well.
Were
So-
you always funny? Were you always like growing up when you were a kid? Were you the funny one in the house? Did you
Always.
drive your parents nuts because you were always like,
Yes.
okay,
Well, no, I was a Gen X kid, so my parents were never home.
okay.
So of course I
you
was the funny one.
Of course you were entertaining yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I would always go do things at school. Like if there was some sort of after school activity, I was there because we had buses then.
Yeah.
And
Do they not have buses now?
no, not after school buses. Like to get out of
after
school
school programs.
or activities. Yeah.
Okay.
No activity buses. So which is fine.
They don't have those now?
I pick up and drop off my kids every day anyway.
Yeah.
Spoiled.
I was
brats.
that way too. I know. Spoiled kids. They have no idea.
They have no
They
idea.
have no idea what it was like to ride
Oh.
the bus and get home at 5:30 at night.
Yeah,
6
have a
o'clock.
key.
Yeah.
Go make yourself
The
something.
lock key, peanut butter and jelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nachos, which were just
Nachos, oh.
cheese and chips
Chips.
scorched onto a paper plate.
Exactly. Oh,
We just wrote
it's
a
like we
cookbook.
grew up in the same house.
I know. My trauma matches your trauma.
Which should be fun.
Yeah, that's how I really coped with a lot of things growing up. And like I dove into school so much, I became president at my high school. These things should not surprise you at all. Like
No.
that is a theme in my life.
Yep. It does not shock me. Were you a head cheerleader as
No.
well? Homecoming queen?
No, I was
Were
on
you
varsity soccer all 4 years.
Varsity soccer.
They cheered for
Friends
me.
with everybody.
Yeah.
They cheered for you. Of course they did. And they still are.
I hope so. You know what? Just bathe in the tears of my enemies. It's fine.
You know what? I hear that so much about comedians, right? That they use their trauma and their drama and all of that. Self-deprecation is huge. You have
Yes.
to, don't you have to be self-deprecating? I say that for being on
Right.
TV too.
Well, I think it's being so self-aware.
Yes.
Of course, somebody's going to tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't have worn that too." I get that a little bit, but there is leniency being in comedy because then it's like, "Oh, I get to be the funny girl."
Yeah.
I did a show, one of the drag brunches at Northern Quest.
Oh, that had to be a blast.
Oh, it was hysterical.
Yeah.
And then the drag queens were like, "Well, what gowns are you wearing?" And I said, "Oh no, I'm funny. I don't have to dress up."
I don't.
Like,
I'm not going to get dressed up.
they're like, "You're dressing up, and we're going to help you change." And I thought, okay. I brought ball gowns at 11 a.m. to Northern Quest Casino,
Fantastic.
and it was phenomenal. So yeah, it was so great, so funny. But yeah, it's just something I've always loved, that funny side. It keeps things lighthearted. It's always been a part of me.
I think that it pulls you out of, and I feel like comedy just kind of pulls you out of those dark times. And I'm saying not just for everybody who's listening or watching, but for yourself as well, because it's how you kind of lift yourself back up and kind of crawl out of whatever
Yeah.
deep, dark
Try.
hole that you've dug for yourself.
Yeah, and it's kind of taking a different perspective on
Yeah.
things. And it's looking at even a normal situation and finding something unique about it. You know, it's kind of like what you love, what you hate, what you can rave about, what is weird. And, you know, I've read a bunch of comedy books. I've listened to a bunch of comedy audiobooks. Like, I am a comedy nerd. Like, has there been a special out recently? I probably watched it. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, it's so great. And I love watching live comedy, whether it's friends that are performing. I run a couple open mics anyway, which is great.
Yeah.
And weird. You know, my little band of misfits comes and we do our material, and, you know, because they're working on it. And I tell all the comics, if somebody's wanting to try comedy, an open mic is for the comic. Shows are for the audience.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like-
because you're kind of working out your material. There's a whole I mean, there's a rhythm to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Timing is everything. Cadence, probably everything.
Oh, there's so much. And like there'll be times I will watch multiple shows at the comedy club just to see how a comic changes things up. Because it's kind of an open mic for bigger comics that are coming through the area. So
Like if they're working out a brand new routine before they go into a bigger show.
Yep.
Okay.
It's so fascinating to watch. And then their crowd work, if somebody's heckling or how they're dealing with them. And you just kind of make these mental notes and make it your own because it's about having original material all the time.
I was going to say, how you brought up heckling. How is that?
Oh, I don't care.
You don't care? Do you heckle
I have
back?
3 kids.
Well, that's true. We're used to be, as parents, we're used to being heckled. We're like, is that all you got? Really?
No, like, bring it.
Do better.
Yeah, I don't mind. I usually can wrangle somebody pretty quickly, or you get them kicked out.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, and after COVID, people were forgetting how to be an audience member. They would
that's
make a
fascinating.
remark back, or no, like this is not interactive. It's not a conversation. This is a performance. And it may seem that I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to you and 300 other people that are sitting next to you.
Oh, that's fascinating. I would have never thought about that.
Oh, I mean, there's so many times I will just say, oh, sorry, this is not a conversation.
Shut them down. Just shut them down.
Yeah.
Do you ever, I mean, because we bring up the kids thing, do you ever just want to look at them and go, I've been told that I hate you by my kids so many times that you bring it on. Like,
yeah. Like it's not even
survive that.
Yeah. My kids don't say they hate me. Not yet.
Not yet. Good job. I had it a couple of times. Kids don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah. You tell them no. And then, you get the feisty teenage girl.
Well, and
then, oh boy.
I am a weird parent that I don't say no. I don't always say yes, though. That's different.
Okay.
But I always like provide something else.
I'm like, how'd you do
I
that?
redirect.
How did you
I
not
redirect
say
all the time.
no?
The kids be like, I want pop. And I'm like, great. Would you like the red cup or the blue cup? Because you're getting water.
Here's your water.
So that, and we've talked about that over and over. They're like, we didn't even realize you did that. Like they can't have apple juice without watering it down anyway.
So you played some good mind games.
All the time.
Nice
all
work,
the time.
Mom. Nice work. Do your kids think you're funny?
They kind of.
Yeah.
They kind of think I'm funny.
Kind of.
They're the funny ones in their friend groups, though, for sure. They know I've set the bar for being funny. Like for instance, this is kind of one of the jokes I've told on stage about more stories that my daughter came into the kitchen and she was like, my elbow hurts. And I thought, sorry? Like, my elbow hurts. And I thought, she goes, don't make a joke. I thought, and I'd hold my breath. I thought, I don't know what to tell you. And she's like, Mom. I said, well, did you hit your funny bone? And she did not appreciate it. She was like 8. And then she said, Mom, and she just surrendered to whatever I was going to say and just put her shoulders down, everything.
Fine, Mom.
She was like, Mom, I'm hungry. And then from down the hallway, both of her brothers, nice to meet you, hungry. And I didn't even have to say it to be funny. And I won parenting right there. That's like how you win parenting. Like
You did win parenting.
Oh my goodness. I thought, sorry, your elbow hurts. Your funny bone hurts.
Did you hit your funny bone?
Oh yeah. I thought, okay, well, we're going to be fine. That'll be just great.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
So tell me about your material. Where do you draw from? The kids, from life?
Everything. This
divorce.
is, I actually don't talk about my ex very much.
Okay.
No.
Not very much.
At all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not like a Taylor Swift writing a song about every ex-boyfriend. Okay.
No, because it's my kid's dad.
Right.
And there's sure, we have our differences, but that's like when anybody can say hi to me, but if he does, it makes me mad. Like, so I'm going to have a different reaction to things than the rest of the world. So I just don't.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a single mom. Like that's kind of the extent of it. But it's so much day to day. If I find myself in a conversation and I keep telling the same story to different people and they laugh, and then when I notice like the cadence of the story, and then I'm like, oh, I'm writing my own material right now. And I do try to write a lot. I have my joke book with me.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see if we can give you a couple jokes.
Oh,
to
gosh.
take with you.
There will be stuff, like a Spartan shirt or whatever.
Spartan shirt that one of our producers might be wearing, but he actually didn't do the Spartan race.
I know.
Is that what you're talking
and then
about?
if it's, a donated
Yeah.
shirt, you have to do laundry. I told you.
Really, laundry is probably a good call.
I told him that in the first 3 minutes of meeting him.
You need some clean underwear. I'm sure about that.
Don't
You
look.
can't
Oh
turn
my
those
gosh.
inside out. You can't do
Reverse
that. It doesn't
back
work.
again.
Doesn't work for the socks either.
He's literally dumbfounded. This is pretty
They're
great.
dying right now.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We just get the thumbs up. He's like, shut up. Stop talking to me. This is like it's dealing with my kids. I don't even
Exactly.
care.
I'm
It's
like,
so
you
great.
can't turn your underwear inside out. That doesn't make them clean. The other side, it doesn't mean they're clean. You can't
Exactly.
turn the socks inside out.
He's not even
doesn't
sure what
mean
to-
they're clean. Nice try, though. I applaud you for giving it
It's so funny.
a good try.
Yeah. Well, and that's so. And my poor boys are both in high school and here locally. And I did the grad night for the rival high school this year.
Nice.
And my kids were like, "Oh, that's really great for you." And we're cooked. I'm
And
like, "Oh,
we're toast."
all right."
Right.
So I didn't tell those other kids that my kids went to school. So
You
but it was
didn't. You
fine.
didn't give it up.
I didn't.
No.
So, but I thought, yeah, quick Google and you can see this. But you guys don't know Google, you know TikTok. So
So you'll be fine. You'll never know.
You'll never know. I'm all right.
Google
So-
is spelled G-O.
just sound
You
it out.
wanna
Just
look
be
it up,
lucky.
just sound it out.
Just be lucky you don't have an encyclopedia.
Google.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Funniest story about your kids.
Oh,
And I'm sure you have many.
I do have many.
Kids provide so much material.
They're so fun. Like I didn't know you could like being a parent. I didn't know this could be fun. Yeah, so that's pretty eye-opening.
Yeah.
But so much of it, like just, I have a joke that I tell, and it's, because kids ask the wildest things. Why is the sky blue?
Right.
Why is the grass green? Why does my little sister have two butts? I was like, oh, and of course I was sequestered. I was sitting on the toilet when my son asked me. He was 4. And so my daughter was about 6 months. So she was getting her diaper changed
Yes.
quite a bit. It was a high traffic area. But he was like, what's,
What's going on here?
she didn't have the same stuff going on. I thought, great. I was not prepared for that conversation, this anatomy question. And I thought, I can't tell him the wrong thing because he's going to Google it later in life. And I thought, do I tell him it's a flower? Do I tell him it's a hoo-ha?
What do I call this?
Yeah. And I thought, okay, I'm going to forget if I tell him something that's not correct, I'm going to forget.
Right.
And then it'll be, hey mom, what about this? And we'll be in the middle of the store. And, so I did, it's a vagina. And I thought I needed therapy after telling my child that word. And I thought, this is not how I wanted to spend my day. And he looked at me and he had follow-up questions.
Oh, I'm sure
And
he
I thought,
did.
oh, honey, I had 3 C-section kids, so I didn't have to say that's where you came from. And this is really good material. You won't have this again. And I thought, oh, kid, like I have a stock model. Like, what are we doing
There
here?
we go.
Like, my kids don't have birthdays; they have release dates. Like, what's going on? I'm just trying to get you to spit out your water over there. That's really all.
That's all she's trying to do. Release dates.
Yeah, they don't have
The
birthdays.
gates opened.
Right.
They were released.
And I thought, okay. And he looked at me and he goes, is that like pajamas? And I thought, oh, phonetically, yes.
Yeah.
Pajamas. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's the same. And he's like, oh, okay. And I said, and you're going to love Spirit Week. Okay. Yeah. So that was, so I had made some merch that said, I love pajamas, because it looks like it's an innocuous shirt, no big deal.
Right.
And then people are just walking around with something that says, I love pajamas.
I love pajamas.
So
Or
that's one of my favorite stories.
Nice.
Because, yeah.
yes,
It was
and
very innocent.
and it was cute. Yeah, and a lot of great stories come from just pure innocence.
Yeah. Yeah. My daughter did tell me that she came home one day and she said, I started roasting people.
Nice.
And I thought, oh, good.
Okay.
That's great. That's really, I have not had any missed calls on my phone. So that's good. And then she said, yeah, I told people that they look like they were born on the freeway. And I thought, what is happening? She said, yeah, because they look like they were in an accident. She was in the second grade. I had 3 voicemails. No, I didn't. That was just how I tell the joke. And I thought, oh my goodness, like that. But I've had parent-teacher conferences with her, and the teachers are always like, she always gets the jokes first. I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
Really
how are the
good.
grades? But how is she getting the jokes? I need to know this.
Let's talk about the important things here first. Does she get the joke?
She get the
And
jokes.
then did she pass the test?
Yeah. Is she emotionally intelligent?
Yes.
Just tell me
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
all I'm hoping
Yeah.
for. So yeah, it's hysterical. Like it just
So you have a funny house.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Always entertaining.
Oh, and if somebody stumbles on their words, we stop that person right away. You immediately get roasted. Like it just, I feel like I've got weird hair over here.
No,
Is this
you don't
okay?
have
What's
weird
happening?
hair. No, you're good.
And
No snoogies, nothing in your teeth. Hair's
Oh,
perfect.
yay.
You look good.
Oh.
You're fabulous.
I was trying to be fit for public consumption today. And
You did well.
thank you. And yeah, I mean, we can't do much without making something into a joke. Like
Yeah.
we had just had our road trip. I took my kids on, and we stayed in these bell tent yurt things outside of Yellowstone. That would have got them. And and the first night there was a group of people in a tent maybe 30, 40 yards away singing until 1 a.m.
Oh, that's nice.
And I thought,
That's always fun. Did you get up and join them, or did you?
I in
yell?
fact did not join them. I did get up, put on some shoes real quick, and I didn't realize it was my 15-year-old size 12 and one of my shoes. So I felt like I was on Monty Python's Holy Grail. Like I just needed somebody with the coconuts behind me. And I went over there and I said, hello, excuse me, pardon me. It's quiet hours. Hello. And then I saw red. And I was like, I started cussing. I said, shut up. And I don't know if I said I was going to slash the tent or not. I don't know. Allegedly.
Maybe
and
not.
I thought, what is it? Like, shut up. Because they were just being dismissive, not
Yeah.
apologetic. And I thought, okay. And I even
Were
broke
they
into,
young kids?
maybe, yeah, they were young kids. They were late 20s.
So
I looked at
just
the
kids.
stat. No, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like they were traveling. They were having a great time.
Yeah.
They didn't, whatever the words of the song were, it just wasn't hitting. And I thought, can I just at least hear the song? What's the real version? Okay. And yeah, I even yelled, I'm a single mom of 3 kids. And I thought, maybe that's information I don't want to be yelling in the middle of the forest. But
By
at
myself
that point,
with my 3 kids.
yeah, but at that point, I was the apex predator for sure. So, yeah, I went back to the tent. Actually, I'd used the restroom real quick, came back to the tent, then couldn't find my sleep mask because that's how I sleep now is I have to completely become like a sensory deprivation. So sleep mask, hair bonnet, the whole 9 yards. And I couldn't find those when I got back to the tent. And I thought, great, now I've lost them. So I woke up my oldest, he's 17, and I said, can you please just come help me? And he said, yeah. He goes, who was out there helping you? And I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, I just heard this really nice lady. And then I heard my mom.
That was both of us.
All in one, right here. That's all in one person. So yeah, we got a good chuckle out of that for most of the trip. So they're like, is that the nice lady or is that our mom?
Which one is it? Who are we dealing with right now?
I
Which
know.
personality do we have? Huh.
I thought, I'm not so tired right now. It's just, you're fine. It's the nice lady.
So did they quiet down? I guess that's the question.
They did.
Did they?
They did. They talked for a good 45 minutes longer. And I thought, I don't have it in me. Like, let's just put on some headsets or something. My kids were fine, so that was fine. And then my sleep mask was next to my bed.
I was going to say, important question here. Did you find the sleep mask in the bonnet?
Yep, it was just sitting next to my bed.
And I'm trying to picture you with the sleep mask and a bonnet on.
Yeah, and it's not even like one of the bonnets. It's like a very McScrooge. And but it's black with satin on the inside and my black sleep mask. I'm trying to be chic if I can, as much as it's not. So
So that just shuts everything out for you.
it's so great.
Yeah.
I throw on sleep noises on my phone. Doesn't matter. I'm out to the
You're
world.
good.
Because I'm a light sleeper. I like to
Yeah.
listen. And then I heard some study about dementia. A little bit of the prevention can be from having more deep sleep. And I'm like, all right, we're getting it.
Getting that
We're
deep
getting
sleep.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I need to work on that.
I know. I'm like, I'm just getting that deep sleep. That's what's happening. So
I think we don't sleep well as women. I don't know why.
No,
We're
I
light
don't.
sleepers for
Well,
whatever reason.
And anything through perimenopause, I didn't know about the itchy ears.
Oh, I don't know about itchy ears.
Shut up.
Tell me about itchy ears.
No.
No, tell me about
You're not
this.
even. You didn't even prescribe to that. No,
What is it?
one of my friends had said it to me. It's a sign of perimenopause. So you're not going through menopause yet, Leslie.
Oh, I think I've already been there, done that.
I even
Catch up,
I even
would
fall
you?
on the chair. Yeah, just these itchy, dry skin in your ear, and oh my Lord! And I do this Marco Polo with one of my best friends, and she's a therapist, which I'm like, oh, I'm kind of cheating and letting you. Let's
me
talk
out
about
here.
stuff daily.
yeah.
And she was like, oh, yeah, your itchy ears. I heard that's from perimenopause. I'm like, I'm so sorry. You broke up right there. I thought you just said I was gorgeous. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're going to go with that one.
Yeah, I thought, yeah. So anyway,
Itchy ears.
it's fine though.
Favorite comedian?
Oh,
That's got to be a hard one to lock down.
it is a hard one to lock down. I immediately go to Eliza Schlesinger.
Okay.
I think she is so quick-witted and funny. She's gotten a little more political these last couple years, which hey, do what you need to do. Like if
Right.
that's where she's at. But I mean, she's had probably 5 or 6 Netflix specials. So funny. John Mulaney,
Oh, hilarious. Yes.
and he has a whole realtor bit.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to have to go look that up.
Oh,
All right.
my kids, they're like, spot on, Mom.
So is it realtor or realtor?
It is realtor. It's realtor.
I'm only laughing because I said realtor earlier.
like doctor.
Doctor. Realtor.
As I wheeze. That's good. That was,
There's a little wheeze in there.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So it's, and my mom was a realtor for 22 years before I got into the business.
So was my
And
dad. But we called them realtors back in the
I
day.
know. See, and I remember saying realtors.
Don't
so
you?
I don't,
I don't know when it changed.
it's,
I
it must have been a rebranding
I don't know.
or
It was a
something.
rebranding.
But it's,
Realtor.
and I just got elected to the board of directors.
I saw that. Congratulations,
I'm
by
like,
the
do
way.
they know who they voted for?
I think they do. I think they do.
It
We're
was-
going to keep them on their toes and entertained all at the same
This
time.
is true. And actually, when I get into that setting, I hope that I'm a lot more level-headed than maybe they're expecting.
I have faith in you.
We'll see. Or I'll be on the news in a bad way.
We'll tell the story well. I promise.
Be on the news, don't make the news. Okay.
Or making the news. It could be entertaining.
It could be.
It could be. It could
Yeah,
be
probably not. People don't really, they're not going to care about the board of directors for Spokane Realtors, but that's fine. The realtors do, which
Yes.
I've always gravitated towards leadership stuff. So
That does not surprise me
yeah,
at all.
I'm like, hey, I can help. Let me help. Let me do some stuff. Like, not a big deal. I do take on a little too much. So
That also does not surprise me at all. We were both interns at the same place. I know. We both worked in promotions at the same place.
yes. Oh, my teeth just got on here.
Oh, yummy. Might want to brush those when you're done.
I know. Oh,
Maybe a germ or two.
who was using this?
Oh, Rock 94 and a half. Did some
Yeah.
fun remotes with them. You have all kinds of things to pull material from. What are some of your favorite things to pull material from, aside from your kids? Daily conversations, people you run into.
Dating is pretty funny.
Oh.
I'm on sabbatical right now, though. So I didn't know if this was actually a subliminal, like you're trying to get me in here to be on like a dating show.
Well,
I was like, this is not.
guys, could you go ahead and bring in the
Yes.
cast of men?
Oh, God. Oh, no, keep them behind the screen. Because I've joked, I'm like, I am happy to be by myself. Am I alone? No.
No, you're not.
Like that's
When you have children, you're never alone.
no. And
As much as you want to be, sometimes you're not.
yeah, even when they're at their dad's, like we're
Yeah.
texting, not all the time, but I mean, I encourage that to text their dad when they're with me. Like he's always your dad. Like,
Right.
So, and I'm gonna be at stuff. Like that's sorry. They're like,
No
please
apologies.
just don't come to the high school. They have asked me that, and I still do. So, like, oh no, I'm just helping sell T-shirts or whatever for the booster.
You'll
club.
never know I'm there.
Right.
You'll never know. Yeah. I've said that to my children. You won't even know I'm there.
It's okay.
But I think I got that from my mom, who used to drive into that little, circle to pick me up from high school.
Yeah.
And she would honk her horn the whole way in.
Oh.
the whole way in.
At least she picked you up.
Oh, she did pay. Well, there were moments.
Oh, okay.
Let's be very clear.
We're
here.
diving deep, Leslie. I love
Let's be
it.
very clear. There were times I would sit until,
Dark.
dusk, and I'd be at the bus stop going, the bus has dropped me off. You're supposed to be here.
Uh-huh.
You're not here. I don't know where to go. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to sit right here until you decide to come pick me up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that was bus days. And then if she ever did pick me up from school, then it was always the loud, obnoxious, honk the horn all the way in. I'd be, Mom, please don't do that. So what would she do? More.
Yeah.
She would do it more the next time.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, please don't pick me up.
Every once in a while, I'll turn up the music.
Oh, there you go.
And it's usually to a song that they've annoyed me with.
Oh, perfect.
So
Yeah, some good thumpy music, maybe a little rap or
something. I don't even know what they are.
I
half
don't
the
know.
time.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm like, that's fine. We're going to turn
Is that
it up.
words? That's what you want to know.
Yeah.
Is that words? Is it Nickelback?
Right. Well, and now, but my 17-year-old is getting very excited about retro music, which hurts my heart. But
Why?
just to say it's retro, I'm like, he's like, I really love that
okay,
the old stuff from the 90s.
You know
I'm like,
that all
oh,
day.
God. I'm actually taking them to the Dave Matthews concert.
Nice. Okay. 3 days of
Is it?
Dave Matthews.
Just
at
one.
the-
We're going
You're just
one.
going for one?
Yeah. We're just
Dave
going
Matthews
Saturday.
is awesome.
It's going to be
And
great.
I love you. I love you anyway, but you love Nickelback. And so we
Yeah.
can be friends forever. now.
Well, that was
I
already.
love Nickelback.
You didn't know we were always going to be friends.
I did know. I think
Okay,
I did
good.
know. I think
You
I did. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, when I told you when I started this podcast, you were top of my list.
I love
was like,
that.
I've got to talk to her. I need to find out what this is all about because you were always funny and you're always fun to work with. And then I'm like, oh my God, she's doing comedy. She's doing it.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
Yeah. So yeah, especially with that show tomorrow night. I was at the club last night for open mic. I ran an open mic on Monday out in the valley at Stockwell.
Okay. So you just kind of go a little
there's-
bit of
well,
everywhere.
It's probably about 45 open mics a week that I'll do.
Wow.
Like if you're gonna do comedy, it's not an open mic at the club and you get signed with
Yeah.
someone. I mean, it is.
It's a grind.
Oh yeah, I've done enough road trips to Richland, Washington.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's this place called Joker's, which they're great, but it's also they have a casino and a bowling alley there. And then you have to get out quick from the comedy show because there's salsa lessons right after.
Okay.
Like,
that
we
in
gotta
itself-
turn the room.
That in itself is a joke, right?
I know. I'm like, what?
You get
Well,
material from that
yeah,
one.
There's one we do out at Post Falls. It's an open mic, and it's a vape shop with a bar in it. And then we do comedy in there. So it's like a turducken of comedy.
Okay.
It's at the Draft Zone. It's so great.
So much fun. And do you get like the regular crowds that come in, or do
Yeah.
you find that you're getting new people every time? Well, I'm sure you get new people every
it's a
time.
lot of, it can be a mix.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just comics.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you've heard these jokes 100 times, but I'm working on whatever wording of it or the order of things of your jokes. So it's fun to also see a comic then polish material, have it in a show, and you're like, oh, that's where you were going with it. Okay. Or that's where it ended up, because it's not always where you think it's going to go. So, like, I know I'm going to turn it into a joke about my kids saying, who is the nice lady? And then I heard my mom. That's going to end up in something real quick. But
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how the economy of words gets pulled together for it. So, like, I have a joke where my oldest, he was turning 14 and he wanted some he wanted some Air Jordans for his birthday. And I'm thinking, you're a Great Dane puppy of a person. Your feet are growing every day. But I do want to be the favorite parent. So yes, you can have them. And we went to the Nike store. Okay. And he went right for the clearance rack. So proud.
Yes.
And then he became a Disney movie because he got to shop where all the light touches.
Where all the light
Yeah,
touches.
it was like on the, Lion King. And then I said, you can shop where the people are. And he's like, Little Mermaid, right? I'm like, yes, thank you. I'm so glad you get the callbacks to things. And yeah, he found those. And I'm like, when I was 14, I just wanted electricity.
Yeah.
But I got booze and cocaine instead. So anyway, this could have turned out to be a completely different person. And I just was like, I grew up in a bad after school special is what it felt like. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like, I don't-
This is why we're friends.
I was like, Dad, I don't think that's right that your friend is offering me stuff.
Should I be drinking that?
I was like, I don't
think so. It
know.
makes me feel funny.
Yeah. Like oh man. I mean, I remember the power being out and I called my mom because you could still use a phone because it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, because it wasn't.
It was a different
It was a whole
circuit.
different, yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, I forgot to pay the bill. And I thought, oh my God. Like I was just thinking it's a summer day, the power's out, something.
Right.
I don't know.
You don't think about it.
And she's like, no, go in the fridge and get a Bartles and James. And I thought, oh, I don't think that's the right answer.
I don't think that's the right answer, but
Let's see.
I do like Bartles and James.
It's the peach flavor that's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, oh my goodness. So that joke gets brought down a whole lot from what it could
Yeah,
be.
you
So,
boil it down. Yeah, to the funniest
yeah.
moments.
Even the pajama joke, that one can stretch out longer.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Sorry. You guys got it. But I like to keep it tight. This
Yes.
got weird.
It's got weird. This got weird. I'm uncomfortable. No, I'm not. Anyway.
But even the play on words for everything
Yeah.
is so fun. So yeah, with dating becomes pretty funny to me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were talking
Yeah.
about dating. So bringing it back in.
I'm brought it back. And that's a callback. to what we
Call back.
were-
Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very, very interesting because I don't ever want to use somebody in a joke like that. I never want someone to feel like they are the butt of a joke because I've been told people are like, I don't want to go on a date with you because you're going to make me into your jokes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be your material. I'm like, are you? Are you that important? Probably not.
I don't know. Let me think about that for
Yeah.
a minute. And don't worry, I'm not going to use your name. So we're good.
Exactly. So yeah, it's very it's a very intimidating thing to do to be
Yeah.
a comic. So and I'll have people that'll be competitive with me, like, oh, I got to the joke first. I'm not working. I'm not on stage. I'm not writing right now.
Yeah. You're
But-
like, I don't care.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of this competitiveness that can come out. I'm like, oh, no.
I think powerful women are intimidating anyway, but if you combine powerful and funny,
Yeah.
that can be intimidating.
It's
I think.
terrible.
I don't know.
Well, and I do part of my jokes. I'm like, oh, I'm single mom of 3 kids. And then I kind of cup the microphone. I'm like, no way, she's so pretty. And and then I've started last night, I was trying to add to it. I'm like, no way, she's so pretty and funny.
And she's funny.
And she's funny. So that I had done a show one time and I think I said it 5 times. No way, she's so pretty. Like one of the comics he was doing a tally mark. There we go. It's like, so
Did
I've
it again.
seen
It's-
comics
you're like,
do
it
that.
works.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. It's so much fun and it's this adrenaline rush every time.
I
Every
love
time
that.
I do it.
Do you ever get nervous?
All the time.
You do. I always hear, I get nervous all the time
Yeah.
too. Still, after all these years, I still get nervous every time I go on TV or MC an event or do whatever.
Absolutely.
And they say that's your talent trying to get out. So you
Ooh.
you own it.
I love it.
Yeah, it means you care.
Yeah. Oh, it does. I definitely
Yeah.
care. And I can tell if it's new material, like it's something I'm just trying out, is very, I'm extra nervous.
Yeah.
But even if it's material I've done before, I still get that pump of adrenaline and it's that high. I love it. Like if and I tell comics too, if you do this the very first time, because I'll still say they're comics, like that's fine. Because if you run once, you're a runner.
Right.
Why
It
not?
is true.
Yeah. And so they'll go up and I'm like, you're going to be up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. I know the show's at 7 p.m., but your 4 minutes will extend that far.
Yes.
And they're like, no, I'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah. You think that now.
What do you think I know?
You going to call me at 2 and let me know you're still up.
And the next time I see them,
Yeah.
it's always, oh my gosh, you were right.
So when you land a joke, I mean, you can feel it. You can feel. I would imagine you can feel it, and then probably the feedback you get from the audience
Oh my goodness.
immediately just like feeds that adrenaline. rush.
Absolutely. And it's like you're making an inside joke with 300 people.
Yeah.
And that is magic to me. And watching comedy shows in person more so. And I just absolutely love it. Because I know there can be a laugh track. I know there can be enhanced sounds when I
Sure.
watch TV.
Yeah.
It's still there,
Yeah.
but watching it in person is one of my favorite things. And there's shows all the time at the comedy club. There's intermittent around different venues. We'll have them too. I actually had performed at Northern Quest Casino for a few months.
Yeah.
So fun. So fun.
That's going to be a fun venue as well.
Yeah. And it was at the Highball. I did it
yeah.
October, November, December last year. And
fun.
It was great. Just getting there and, of course, being nervous. I had a green room for the first time.
I was just going to ask you, did you have your own special green room?
I know. I was like in there for 2 minutes. And I mean, if I'm have a green room at a show, it's usually at a bar and it's usually in their liquor cabinet. I'm like, this is where we're sitting. Okay.
Okay. That's where we're going to hang out. Which bottle's for me? Yeah. Okay. So speaking of that, you always see comedians with their little glass on a stool or so. Is it water or is it a drink? Or does
Usually
it just matter? Does it just depend on the day?
It probably depends on the day. I don't like to bring something up because I will spill it.
Spill it?
Yeah.
That's what I watch them go and, they're swinging the mic or moving their hands. And I would be the one who would just knock everything over and trip over the mic cord and all of that.
All the time. Yeah. And so I don't bring anything up. And it's kind of like that. It's part of the instructions, actually. If you're a brand new comic and you're doing an open mic, don't bring anything else on stage. Bring your notes. Just get up there. Yes, it's going to be bright. I've kind of joked we could do a bingo card for all the new comics. Like the lights are bright. Oh my gosh, it's loud. Like
yeah, bingo.
Oh, it's another dick joke. Okay.
Another one of those.
Low hanging fruit. No pun intended. And and it's very interesting. It's like, nope, get into your material. You kind of have to, like people will ask all the time, how do I become a better comic? Well, be funny.
Mm-hmm. Number one.
Yeah. And then do it more. You have to do it more.
Do you feel like you learn when you don't land a joke? Because that's got to be like one of those feelings where you're like, oh, and then what do you do to recover? Do you just move on quickly? Do you sit in it for a minute? Or does it depend on where you're at?
Yeah, it depends. I'm reliving a bunch of it right now as you say it. I mean, I've never heard of that before. It can depend. Like, oh man, I really needed to reword that. That is not how I meant it. Or
that didn't land the way I wanted it to.
And it really speaks to how it's so important to rehearse it. You say it 100 times in the mirror and then bring it to the stage.
How do you rehearse for something like that? I mean, I love watching comedians. It's so therapeutic. And then I'm always so in awe of your timing and the timing of it, just the whole play on the words and how you shift into one thing and then you bring it back to where you started. How do you do that?
Well, and so much of it is the open mics. I mean, it's typically not at the comedy club. Like that's our Cadillac of open mics here. But you're at a bar, you're dealing with distractions from, people sitting at the bar having conversations or, people coming and going. And it's just the additional practice over and over and over and over. So because something won't make it into a show for me until I've probably done it at least 20 times. Unless it's a little 2 or 3 liner or if I'm just starting something on a show. But otherwise, it's stuff that I'm basically bored of. And I tell that to other comics, do material you're bored of. Not that you aren't interested in, but stuff you've done so much that you could do it in your sleep.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do so much better.
Did you ever have a moment where you were like, I'm done. I'm not going to do this
every
anymore?
Day.
Really?
Like almost every day. Like, why am I doing this? I don't want to do this anymore.
What have I set myself up for? Yeah.
Like, why? Who am I? I mean, because for one, there's not many women in comedy.
Right. That's a tougher field, I think.
It's a very interesting dynamic. Most of the comics are 30-year-old white dudes.
Yeah.
That's what you see on TV. That's what you see at the comedy club. I mean, there is some diversification in there, but there's not much. Right. And, it can kind of be a little bit of a good old boys club, but I'm like, I also don't care. Sometimes that can be a sense of security that they just know each other.
Yeah.
And they have more flexible schedules. Like there's just a logistic to it. And I make comedy a priority in my life. And I mean, it doesn't make me that much money, so real estate's a little more. But okay.
You know, you got to find balance.
Gotta sell a house to
You
go to
got to
an
pay the
open
bills
mic.
sometimes, you know?
Yes.
Yes.
And so I just go. If I sit by myself, great. If I sit with other people, fine. And then if I'm on stage, people then feel like they know me. So then I'm chatting with someone else after the show. So it's very interesting. Like I was meant to be in some sort of spotlight.
Yeah.
So, and it's very, very fun. So
You
even
feel at home.
Oh, and I love helping people get there. So even producing the shows and working with local businesses and kind of tweaking that. What does that look like? What are you trying to get out of it? And then being in advertising sales before this, it was like I was made for it right now.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. You have to be open-minded. You have to be so open-minded to everything.
But understanding where you know the limitations are. I have a lot of venues that will be like, oh, well, then the crowd will start to want to tell jokes too. Like they'll come up and do open mic. I'm like, no, they won't. And if they do, they're going to tell a story and it's not going to be funny because they haven't done this.
Right.
So don't put the pressure on them. Like they may think it's funny, but it's going to be like a 10-minute joke and have one punchline,
Yeah.
which is fine in a conversation.
Right.
So
Not
yeah.
on a stage with
Not
a
a-
microphone
yeah, we need
and
to
a
get this
spotlight. Yeah. It's
going.
got to be a little bit quicker than that.
Yeah, like I say that I'm a cougar.
Do you mean that you are a WSU Cougar, or do you
When
mean that you
when
are
explain
a
the jokes,
Cougar?
Leslie, yeah, because then I go, but I graduated from Eastern, which only works here locally because I can't really tell that one like in Richland or something. Like people are like, what?
They're probably, huh? No, I instantly went there. I was like, do you mean WSU or do you mean
Well, because you have premise.
Cougar? Yeah.
So that's where you have the understanding of who I am.
Uh-huh.
So I like going out there and starting the jokes like that because then people can tell that I am self-aware enough to see who I am.
Right.
So when they feel like we're on the same side of the joke, then everything seems to go smoother.
Is there a moment that you've had to be on stage so quick and come back and be self-deprecating to like pick up a stumble, so to speak?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never stumbled.
Me either. Ever. I did not turn around all the way in front of a national map when I first started. I didn't do that. I didn't. That was somebody else.
Oh, exactly. I'm like, oh, lesson learned. But yeah, like trying to pick something up and knowing that I have that material that I can rely on.
Yeah.
Because it might be some new material at the beginning, and then I have got to keep those arrows in my quiver like that. Because it can be that they want you to stretch out the show, and you're like, I told the jokes.
I'm all out of them.
I know. Give me my joke book. I can't remember everything at the
Right.
moment. And
We call that tap dancing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I don't mind riffing and doing, I do love crowd work. Big fan of crowd work.
Okay. What's your
But-
favorite part about that?
Oh, just actually getting, it's kind of a power move
Yeah.
with the audience.
You can own the crowd at that moment.
Yeah, they're trying to be funny, but you're facilitating the whole thing. I saw Whitney Cummings here recently,
Yeah.
and phenomenal. I mean, she's a phenomenal writer, performer. I could sing her praises all day. But part of the trick of doing crowd work is repeating what the crowd said. So because not everyone can hear somebody over here talking about birth control or whatever it is. So you have to repeat it so then everybody can be part of the joke. So it's like that, creating that inside joke with however many hundreds or thousands of people. So it's very interesting. Like you have to be in the moment and self-aware. Like it's, whew.
What would you tell somebody who is just getting into, and I'm going to give you both sides of it here, just getting into comedy, and I mean watching comedy, being a part of comedy, going to see these live shows. What would you tell them about comedians?
Give them a little space. They are just a person.
That's true. Yeah. Give them a little space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most comics are introverts. I'm not.
Interesting.
I'm not an introvert. I'm more of an ambivert. Like I need my time to unplug and be at home and look like a gremlin. But yeah, most of them are introverts. They'll talk to a crowd, but they're not going to be talkative in a crowd.
In a crowd.
So
They would prefer just to be a little bit more in the back.
yep.
Yeah.
Because when you're on stage, you can't see anyone.
Yes.
So, especially like at a venue like the Spokane Comedy Club,
Yeah.
it's bright lights so everyone can see the comic. But the other side of that coin is the comic doesn't see everybody.
Yeah.
They may see the first couple rows, but that's it. So, yeah, they're just people. Like let them do their thing. And whether it's a meet and greet at the comedy club, like if you're trying to meet one of the comics or something, give whatever their boundaries are, give them
Respect
those
those.
boundaries. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And then what about the person that's listening that's like, I've been thinking about this. I want to give it a try. I think I've got something here. What advice do you give them?
Right. Keep writing it.
Keep writing it.
Writing it. Try it with your friends. Rehearse it in front of the mirror. Record yourself and listen to yourself. Do you actually think that's funny?
Yeah.
And it's a brutal, it is very much a stark mirror that's in front of you. And it can feel terrible. This is why it's one of the top fears.
Yeah.
Skydiving and doing stand-up comedy.
Heck yes. Yes.
One of my best friends just told me she had this nightmare, and she's the therapist, and she was like, it was terrible. I was on stage doing stand-up comedy.
And then they told
That
me
was
to go
the story.
skydiving.
Yeah, she was like, that's it.
And
She's
that's
like,
it.
I made myself wake up because I could not handle it. I'm
Yeah.
like, your nightmare is my dream.
It is one of those weird things because you set yourself up, you're there.
Yes.
And if you don't land it, then you got to deal with that.
Well, and I told her she had a good childhood. That was why.
Oh, yeah. Then she's out of the mix anyway.
I
You
heard
got to have a little spice in your life to be able to pull
she
it
hasn't
off.
seasoned enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah. I want to just thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, you're so
because
welcome.
you really are just one of the best people I know.
Oh,
you
gosh.
you light up a room when you walk into it. You always have, you always will. And so I'm not surprised at all that this is where you've landed.
Well, thank you.
Where do you want to go from here? What are you hoping for?
Oh, goodness. I like to have the diversity. So, obviously continuing with real estate, but I like the traveling for comedy because my kids have come so many times with me to different venues. They think the traveling for comedy is the coolest thing ever.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
A comped room is crap, though.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Cinder block room in Cashmere, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
And so we bring our own blankets and bring our own pillows. And
You've learned to bring your carry-on bag of sheets and pillowcases and
totally
blankets,
fine.
you
Or
know.
we drive home or whatever it is,
Yeah.
a few hours away from home.
All right, then.
But that's it's a slower road for it because I know there's a lot of comics that are, they're traveling down to Austin, Texas, where Joe Rogan is, and, trying to do a lot in Seattle. And I've done shows in Seattle and Tacoma and Puyallup and, all over North Bend. I've been all over Sandpoint, you name it. So I think continuing with this, I've headlined here locally, which is so much fun to get my friends to see it,
Yeah.
people who know me, which is an absolute blast. But being so present with my children is like the number one thing. Very June Cleaver of me.
That was very,
Surprise.
yes. But you know what? You've got your priorities straight, right?
Oh,
you
thank
know
you,
that
yeah.
you've got just a limited time with your kids.
Yeah.
So you have to take advantage of that. And then you can always continue to grow this. This is one of those things that doesn't just get put away at a certain
Right.
age. You can grow it forever.
Yeah. And it's funny to keep that muscle working, that stand-up comedy muscle, because if you don't do it, you lose it. That's why Eddie Murphy doesn't do stand-up anymore. He doesn't have to, by the way.
But
Yeah, we would still listen to him talk for 45
yes, we
minutes.
would. Totally.
But it's not going to be to the caliber that he had. And I've heard that a number of times from different, comic enthusiasts too. So, I genuinely love it. And I love it when people want to do it. I love to see people succeed in it too. It's so fun. We've got a great local comedy scene around here too.
Yeah, we really do.
Well, and people don't quite understand that there's local shows all the time. So, one of the great comics, Philip Kobzinski, our kids went to preschool together.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's so funny. So, yeah, it's a very small world. It's pretty great.
Well, the funny people, they could be selling you a house.
Yeah,
You know, they could be the parent next to you in the classroom. You never
Right.
know.
My
You
home
never
tours
know.
are hysterical.
I bet they are. I bet they are. Okay, tomorrow night at the Comedy Club,
Yep.
downtown Spokane.
Yep, 7:00
Okay.
for the Best of the Northwest.
Best of the Northwest. How many comics is that?
I believe that there's 10 of us that are
wow.
going to be on. So 10-minute sets, great comics. Like we've got this all dialed in. So, and I'm second to last on the list. So everybody should be warmed up and I'm going to be extra funny for it.
You got
So,
them all coming in priming just for
Yes.
you to
Oh,
sweep in.
that's where
I
it's
love
gonna be
that.
perfect.
That's great. That's great. Okay, have fun. I need to
you.
come see a show.
You do.
I do. This is crazy. I don't think I'll ever try to do what you do. Sometimes I think I'm funny, but I think I'm just funny in my own head.
Well, and it can be, conversationally happy too.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
Yeah, I'm funny when I talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time, again, I don't mean to be, but
Well, and you're
happens.
cute too. That helps.
oh, okay. I'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one right there.
Perfect.
There we
Exactly.
go. All right. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
Best of luck, y'all. You'll be back. You'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
back so that you can fill me in on what's happening next.
You got it.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Go make the rest of your days the best of your days.